Yes. It's March the 18th at 2:37 a.m. I had to look at the kitchen clock. The reason why I am filming this video is to document another strange occurrence which has occurred on my laptop. For some time I have been working on an entry for my CPS site, a fact which Anna and her hacker friends must already be aware of, as I had uploaded several screenshots to my BuzzNet account which showed that I had logged into my site against CPS abuse, called Citizens Against CPS Abuse. I was working on a text and all of a sudden this occurred. The screen just went black. Before, when I was working also on the text of the entry, the computer had said stand by itself. I'm going to press this button. However, before doing so, I only want to state that in no moment did I choose a standby option for this computer. I did not touch anything. I was merely using the keyboard and I was typing the text in. This is my visit diary. This is my visit diary. I was writing with regard to the March 3rd visit, a task which I had been planning to do for some time, but encountered several difficulties organizing the media that was necessary in order to accompany the text entry. And so I began this task yesterday, before the visit which I had with my sons, the March 17th visit yesterday. My intention originally had been to post this entry in sections, to post the first section before the visit with my sons and then continue on a second section. I was unable to do so because I encountered difficulties logging into my CPS site, my site against CPS abuse. And I had to leave for the visit. So afterwards, when I had finished visiting with my sons and I was at the library in downtown Providence, I logged into my CPS site finally. I did encounter some minor difficulties doing so because this strange box appeared, this fake warning message, but nevertheless the warning message did not in any way impede the browser remaining on the laptop screen. The browser, in other words, did not crash as a result of this box coming out, unlike other occasions when the browser has crashed and a box has come out saying that the browser has terminated or that something happened to the browser. Anyhow, I managed to log in and I stayed logged in, and I was working right now when this occurred. It's not the first incident of this nature which has occurred, I would say, in the last 2 hours. This is the second time. I'm going to press this button. This is the power button. Now, I really hope that as a consequence of this, I really hope that I know that Anna is very afraid that I put this entry into my site, because this entry will expose the chronic neglect to which my children have been subjected to, and she is behind the hacking done to my laptop. As you can see, the light is on. This computer is not off. It's blinking. I was working on the text. There's no reason for this to have occurred. I was just typing on a text in the notepad. I was not even using at the time a word processing program. Though I did have the Open Office program opened, I was not using it. I was using the notepad in order to simply type in the text. I am pressing this, nothing is occurring. Now, I had realized that I would say like around an hour or so earlier, when the browser had crashed, I noticed that I was logged out of my BuzzNet account, despite the fact that I was logged in. I was logged out of the account, which obviously means the hacker, during the period of time that it took for the browser to come back, the hacker logged me out of the site. Something which has occurred to me before, so it's not something really new. I have not been able to get access to my computer. I hope that once again the hacker does not do what he has done in the past, render my computer temporarily inoperable in order so that I may not be able to use anything on it. This is not something which I am fabricating. I am being deadly honest and serious here. I was working on the text. I did not do anything for this to occur. My browser had crashed around an hour earlier. I do not recall the exact time, but I would say it was like around an hour earlier. 50 minutes to an hour earlier. Always when I'm working on my site to unmask what Anna is doing and the atrocities which these agencies who are concealing all that she has done, these agencies who are protecting her, when I try to expose all the atrocities which they have committed, this is what occurs. Either this or something similar. The browsers crash precisely when I'm working on this. I have uploaded videos to my Mom's 41, YouTube account, showing how, while I was working on the March 2nd and March 3rd entries on my site against CPS abuse, the browser just crashed. While I was working and reviewing the text of those entries, as well as checking the site layout, the browser just crashed. Always, it never fails. Either the browser crashes or something happens to this computer. I am pressing the mouse buttons. I am pressing the power button here. This is the power button. Now, mind you, I never did anything for this to occur. I was working on the text 1 second, and the next second the whole screen went black. This happened from 1 second to another. It did not even take a minute. It was within a span of seconds. And this is what has occurred. Anna knows what I'm up to. She monitors all my sites. She's mistreating and conditioning my kids behind closed doors. I am working day and night to expose this injustice, since I have been denied due process. This is the consequence of I trying to protect my rights, the rights of my children, who have been grossly victimized by this whole bizarre and absurd situation. Look what has occurred. The computer is on. I am pressing the on button. As you can see, my memory stick was connected here. This is where I have the text. All of a sudden, look. All of a sudden. Now you can see the text on which I was working. Baruch Hashem. It finally appeared. I had not done anything for this screen to go black. I had not done anything. I was working on this text when all this occurred. As can be seen on this video, minutes before I had pressed the mouse button, I had pressed numerous times the power button. Nothing had occurred. Nothing had happened. All of a sudden, now it came back on. Well, there you have it. Another strange occurrence on a hacked computer by Anna Dickinson's hacker friend.